Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. With your eyes still closed, appreciate what you have. With vision, appreciate your outer world. Be more authentic and deep by appreciating who you are. With vision, appreciate your inner world. Inhale deeply through your nose. As you exhale, open your eyes and smile. Today is the United Nations International Day of Peace. World leaders are gathered in New York City to discuss peace. What will be discussed? Weapons, sanctions. All of us know it is inner enemies that get expressed as outer enemies. And this is why for more than 110 weeks, we have been fighting our inner enemies, like being greedy, being angry. Tomorrow I leave for Portland, and on Friday I'm speaking at Intel. What am I speaking on? Bhagavad Gita, obviously. What is it branded as? Conflict resolution. From inside to outside. No conflicts inside, no conflicts outside. In our Upanishad course, I was reviewing lessons 7 and 8 last night. They are entitled Brahma Vichara, which in English means inquiring into the infinite. If you inquire into infinity, you have to come to the conclusion that infinity is being. Infinity cannot be doing anything. This message may seem repetitive to us. Why? We understand infinity in an outside context. Scientifically, mathematically, but we don't understand infinity in an inside context. That there is no exclusivity to infinity, meaning you are infinite. Beyond listening, there has to be reflecting and contemplating so that we feel this teaching that we are infinite is real and personal. This requires an intense purity of mind to tune into I am infinite. As we nurture this purity, we feel that I am creation. if there's creation, then there has to be a creator. When infinity is felt as a cause, infinity becomes the creator. This creator we describe as divinity. And the verses that we're in right now are trying to guide us to feel through all of creation is the foundation of the creator. I like these words much more than to feel that through the effects, there is the presence of the cause. In Srimad Bhagavatam, a question that a seeker asks, what is the indicator of one who is devoted, a bhakta? And the rishi, or the teacher, shares the lowest type of one who is devoted, a bhakta, is one who feels divinity in an icon, just in a murti. Unfortunately, that describes a majority of us, despite our investment in big thinking. If this still describes you, one has to apply themselves more. The middle evolution devotee is one who feels divinity in some. From none to some. Who is this some? Their family, their community, people who have similar last names, people who look like them. And the advanced devotee, the Uttama Bhakta, is one who feels divinity in not none, not some, but rather all. They feel through creation is the creator, and when that connection is made, consciousness. That is the understanding that infinity is being, that I am infinity. Specifically in verse 19, Sri Krishna has taught us to pay attention to that which is changing, like the heat and rain and being born and dying. The import of these examples, this is all changing. And we know logically, if we know change, there has to be a changeless. Now this too we've memorized. If there's change, there's changeless, but it's not moving. The visual that helps me to appreciate if there's change, there's a changeless. Our children, when we drive around wherever and they see a theater, a movie theater, then they'll say, Appa, there's your favorite place in the world. And they say it like that. When you go to a cinema, the screen is changeless. When you walk in, when you're in there, when you walk out, it is the projection that is changing. So existence is the screen, and everything else, the ego, equipments, experiences, that's the projection. Trying to make this more practical. Whenever you appreciate change, try to treat this like a warning sign. The warning is stop wanting that which is changing. Wanting, another word for that is kama. Instead, start watching that which is changing. Instead of depending on that which is changing, Be the observer. The more you observe, the more you tune into that screen, the changeless. Verse 20 and 21 are not philosophical verses. They're really the stage for verse 22, which is one of the most special verses in Bhagavad Gita. I've referenced this many times over the past 531 days. Now we'll get to experience this directly. Verse 20. Traividyamam somapavputa papaha yagnir ishtva swargatim prartayante te punyamasadya surendra lokam ashnanti divyan divideva bhogan. Shri Krishna changes the meter to catch our attention. Are you paying attention? Traividya, the ones who know the 3 volumes of the Veda. Included in this is the 4th. Mam. They feel that they're doing this for me. Somapaha, those who drink soma, in a very simple way, this means those who are engaged in rituals where there's an offering of unique liquids and there's an intake of unique liquids. Unique in the sense that it requires effort to produce these liquids. Puta papaha, those who are working to become pure in a relative way. Yagnehi, they're engaged in sacrifices. Notice I'm not using the word dedication. Ishtva, this is their engagement, this is what they're practicing. For what? Gatim swar. They're doing this because their destination, their purpose is heaven. Prartayante, and they pray for this, and pay for this, but they pray for this. They, punyam asadya, through their actions, they go to heaven. Surendra lokam, this is known as the dimension of the semi-gods. And what do they do there? Ashnanti. They eat. You can eat here. Why go to heaven to eat? But what kind of food? It's like a cruise ship, correct? It's a buffet. Divyan, divi, deva, bhogan. There they experience divine pleasures. That's all. These are all simple words, not a lot of philosophy, but here's the implication, the build up to verse 22. The one who's living by verses 20 and 21, they're ones who don't feel the creator through creation. They do not feel the creator through creation. And so what do? They live for creation. There's no sense of creator. And what that really means is they feel they are the creator. That they can create joy. Sharing this in a different way, those who feel they're the creator, they also feel they are the doer. Not a bhakta or a devotee. They feel like they're Bhagwan. That they are the doer. This verse and the next one is really a re-reference to chapter 8. An indirect inefficient, ineffective way to live. And we've tried. It doesn't work to try to extract joy from that which is changing. Be at ease is the message Sri Krishna is building up. From inspiration to application, your application, join in, invite friends, spread cheer for our open house. Wouldn't you want the same to be shared with your family, your friends, your coworkers? This is a reason to join, invite, spread our open home. Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be joy.